going on, everybody? This is GoGear0 here, and today I'm doing a review of the GB Boy Color. Obviously it's color, but you know how the UK spelling difference or whatever. But anyway, it is a Chinese bootleg of the original Game Boy Color, and it has 66-in-1 games apparently. Not particularly true, but it does have some pre-built games which are pretty neat. I got this from GameBound off of eBay. Like, I pretty much is like eBay and like Alexa, was it Alexa Express? Alexi Express, however you say that. I saw some on Amazon at one point, but those are kind of like the main ways to get these. I don't know if they're actually in production anymore. I think it's more of just like random sellers are picking them up and selling them, but I've definitely enjoyed my copy. It's also backlit, that's the main reason I got it. And I've enjoyed it. The buttons feel good, and so yeah, this is what it came in, but let's go ahead and check out the back. We have 56 colors and just mixed to 32,000 colors. I'm pretty sure that's how the original Game Boy Color was. Blah 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 blah. New light screen, much more better. So yeah, they're trying their best with the English, but it's whatever. But the only thing that came in the box were these two things along with the Game Boy. Obviously, this is like a some kind of questionnaire fill-out thingy. I think I read somewhere that it was like you can like register your GB Boy and like send it to them or something, but I'm not sure. I'm obviously not gonna do that. But then we have this thingy. It's like kind of like in those little instruction manual guidebooks, but it's all in Japanese or Chinese or whatever it is. But yeah. Anyway, so now we're here. We have the actual console itself. It's a little bit bigger than the original Game Boy Color, just a little bit. But I have these two here right now, so we can see a bit of a comparison on in like, you know, the differences. Because if you look very closely, you can tell that the size of the screen is a little bit different. A lot of people didn't like that, but I didn't really notice too much of a difference. They say it squishes down the aspect ratio, which I'm sure it does, but it didn't really bother me that much. So how it works is, I'll show you off the screen right now, but when you turn it on without any games in it, you get this little menu. And you got a bunch of different games. So we got Contra, Super Mario Land, Bugs Bunny. Pretty much all the ones written in Japanese or whatever are just kind of like, I didn't really find any really fancy games. Like one, it's called Trump Boy. It's like a card game or something. But we got Aladdin, DuckTales, Mario and Yoshi, all that stuff, Pac-Man, and it's cool to have this stuff here, but I think these like are original Game Boy games, not necessarily like Game Boy Color games. And eventually, if we keep on going down, I think there's a B. Oh yeah, so the B button just kind of pushes it forward, but the buttons start to, the games start to repeat. Like eventually you see there's Mario, DuckTales, Pac-Man, and them again. It says 188 and 1, but it's like they just start repeating, so I guess they got lazy during that or something. But it does have some neat little games. We'll go ahead and load one up. Let's just do Contra. Why not? How it works is that when, like I said, when there's no game in it, it loads these like preloaded games, but when you actually put your game in it, it will load your original Game Boy game. Press start key. I can do that. It has to be very hard to play like this, but I just kind of want to show off that these games do work, the pre-built-in ones. Stage 1. High score, blah blah blah. Now, this is not a good game to play with one hand. I know this. But as you can see, it does work. I think it looks pretty good, aspect ratio and whatnot. You die. Oh. Okay. You see the pre-built-in games work. And I'm going to put in my Pokemon Silver and in my Pokemon Gold in my original Game Boy, so we can kind of just kind of look at the differences and whatnot. One thing I did notice about the GB Boy is that, like, if you look closely, let me try to zoom in about. Ooh, you got sturdy, but I think you can see, like, right there. When you turn it off, it still shows the some of the pixels from the old game. I don't really know why it does that, but it's weird because, like, once you turn it off, if you turn it right back on, it'll continue where you left off for some reason. Like, something in it doesn't really like stop completely, I guess. So you wait a couple seconds, and when you turn it back on, it'll be normal again. Now I got both Game Boys on right now. I'm using the sound from the GB Boy. The sound from the GB Boy is definitely much higher. Let me turn off that sound, so we can like test the different sounds. So let's get up to the menu and the screens and whatnot. Sorry for like the glare. I'm not really sure what I can do about that. But like I said, you can see that the aspect ratio is smaller on the GB Boy, but I don't really see a big difference. Now, this is the sound playing from the GB Boy, max volume. I'm going to turn this sound all the way down, and we're going to turn on the Game Boy Color sound. You can definitely hear that it's much louder on the GB Boy. And so I don't need this one anymore. But I definitely like it. Like, it's become my main handheld. Like, I've been collecting Game Boy games, and I wanted a backlit screen. I got this for around $40. You'll find it anywhere from like 30 to 40 on eBay or whatever. I definitely recommend it. But I've read there are some small compatibility issues now. Like they said, one person said that in their copy of Gold and Silver, that like when he threw out the Pokemon wouldn't make any noise. Now, I haven't tested that myself because I haven't been playing any Pokemon games on these, but at some point in the video, I'll edit in whether it does or does not do that. The only compatibility issue I've had myself is with Pocket Bomberman. Really fun game, by the way. I might do a review on it on some point. But the only problem I had with it was that it would freeze on the GB Boy on a certain level. It was only that level, and I put it in my Game Boy SP, and it didn't freeze at all. So I couldn't really recreate the problem that it was having. But once it got past that level on the GB Boy, it did not freeze anymore. So I'm thinking that's more of a like a cartridge problem than a GB Boy Color problem itself. Because I mean, it looks like a very much legit game. I can't see anything that would be wrong with it. I cleaned the pins. The pins were looking pretty good. But I need to open it up. I need to get one of those screwdrivers that are like made for Game Boy games. Focus, please. You see, like, it's got that weird like screw. I'm gonna have to get like a custom screwdriver to really get that going. But yeah, I'm going to put in Legend of Zelda: Oracle of Ages. Almost said time. Just so we can show off the backlit screen one more time. The sound was off, my bad. So yeah, like, I think the backlit screen is comparable to either the AGS 101 model for the Game Boy SP or the what was it, the DS Lite, because I picked up a DS Lite recently, and that was pretty good pickup for Game Boy games. Well, I usually play Game Boy Advance games, but I'm sorry for the glare on this. It definitely has a reflective screen, but like when I play at night, there's definitely no reflective screen at all. I will also edit in with the lights off that way. Actually, can I turn this lamp light off? Okay, yeah. So as you can see, like, the glare definitely went down when I did that. When I'm playing at night, it's pretty much perfect, so I don't have any problems with that. Now, when I originally got the GB Boy, it had a screen protector on it, but it was like all scuffed up and scratched, and I was like, did I get a used one or something? Because it just looked awful. But but even when I turned it off, like, you couldn't see any scratches on the screen protector. Now, it wasn't one of those kind of screen protectors that you leave on kind of deal. It's kind of like when you get like a new phone and it has that screen protector on it, you're supposed to kind of peel it off. But yeah. And the buttons feel pretty good too. Like, Some people complain about them, but I think they feel better than the original. Especially the second start button, they're like a lot easier to press. But yeah. I think I have the shovel now, don't I? Okay, yeah. Click 4 and all to get extra heart container. Check them on the item screen. Okay, but focusing. Anyway, so this is what the back looks like. If any of y'all are interested in that kind of thing, it takes 2, I want to say AA batteries. You can obviously see those batteries, and you know what kind of batteries those are. But there's this little sticker up here. I'm not really sure what it's for. Focus. Oh my god. Focus, please. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think it's like, I forget what those are for, but it doesn't really, I don't really need to have it on there. I might as well take it off. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. And, yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what else I have to say about this. Get that stuff off there. You probably, now you can really see what I was talking about earlier, how the game's off, but you can still see the pixels and stuff. So whenever you do turn it off, you're going to want to let it sit for a little while. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I need to say about this. If anything occurs with it, like say if Pocket Bomberman never, if I beat it and it never freezes again, or if it does freeze again, I'll let y'all know. And if there are any neat tips or facts you have about this console, feel free to leave them in the description. I definitely like this. It has been my go-to Game Boy for probably getting close to a month now. I've definitely enjoyed it. If you're looking for a backlit screen on the cheap, it's very, very cost efficient in my opinion. Anyway, if you want to see more videos I've been doing, Let's Plays, reviews, and all that, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a later video. Have a good one.